Welcome into TSSR Game Time Live. My name is Luke Little. TSSR is presented by MDH. Right now we got the West Hancock Titans versus the Macomb Bombers. Nolan Gooding jumping off against number 11 Braden Holthouse, and Holthouse is going to win the tip, and we are started here in Hamilton, Illinois. The West Hancock Titans took the last win early in the season against the Macomb High Bombers. However, the JV teams have not played yet. As Macomb gets the ball first with a nice pass into the paint. Could have been a foul on Lambert. Lambert gets his own rebound, misses, and it's rebounded by Nolan Gooding. Titans pass up the ball to number 42, Jordan Crowley. Gives it back out to Bryce Varner. Dribbles in. Gives it over to Braden Hurt. Titans looking for a score here for the first basket of the game. Varner pumps fakes, dribbles in, shoots it. Nice shot by Bryce Varner to get the first points of the game for the West Hancock Titans. Number 3, Malachi Conley bringing up the ball right now for the Bombers. Passes it in, almost gets stolen away, but Lambert corrals it with a nice pass down to Drew Watson. Drew Watson will get the first points of the game for the Macomb High Bombers. Good basket there by him. Titans working the ball around. 6 minutes and 45 seconds left. That ball is going to be called out on Macomb. Titans are going to keep possession. Jordan Conley going to be passing in the ball for the Titans. Titans normally have a motion-style offense that they run. Right now they're running seemed to be an alley-oop play. Varner passed it down to Nolan Gooding, and he missed, but Bombers on a fast break. Malachi with the back bucket. Malachi Conley with the nice bucket there to put the Bombers up 4-2. Titans just did an alley-oop style play. Nice cut there by Nolan Gooding and a nice find by Varner, but that's going to be a missed basket by Nolan Gooding. Holthouse with the ball again. He's going to get a foul drawn. We'll see who that's on. That's going to be the first foul of the game. That's going to be on Braden Hurt, I believe. That's going to be the first foul for him, first foul of the game. Holthouse passes in the ball to Lambert, up to Conley. Gives it back to Holthouse. Nice spin move. Almost had Nolan Gooding with it. Down to Lambert. Lambert with the easy layup, misses the layup. And that's going to be rebounded by Varner. Varner looking for somebody. Throws it cross court to Keaton Harrell. Gives it up to Braden Hurt. Braden Hurt with the three-pointer, and he misses right off the front of the rim. Great shot, open find for Braden Hurt, but he just misses. Nice pass from Holthouse down to Conley. Conley misses the layup. Rebounded by Braden Hurt. We got 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in this first quarter. Varner with the ball. Back over to Hurt. Hurt, nice little drive, gives it over to Nolan Gooding. Nice find by Hurt, and Nolan Gooding has the easy layup. We got a tied game again. Great find right there from Braden Hurt to Nolan Gooding. Holthouse drives right into the lane, and that's going to be an easy layup for Braden Holthouse. The lane just was wide open for him on that one. Varner with the ball again, gives it into the top of the key to Nolan Gooding. Nolan Gooding drives, loses the ball, but it stays in. Varner looking around, pump fakes a shot. Dribbling, gives it out to Braden Hurt, far away from the three-point line. Dribbles around, trying to get Drew Watson off of him. He drives into the lane. They're going to call a foul before he dribbled, and that's going to be on Drew Watson. Drew Watson, first foul of the game. Team's first for the Macomb High Bombers. Braden Hurt passing in the ball for the Titans, gives it up top to Varner. Varner's pump faking the three. Hands it off to Keaton Harrell. Harrell with the drive, with the shot from the free throw line, misses off the back of the rim, rebounded by Lambert. Conley now bringing up the ball for the Macomb High Bombers. Bombers have been playing well so far this year as of late. As Lambert gets the ball, drives into the lane, a no call. They're going to call it out on Lambert. Lambert had a layup for him. He lost the ball on the way up, and he just stepped out of bounds. So that's going to be West Hancock Titans basketball. As I was saying earlier, the Bombers have had a nice season so far as of late, playing really well basketball. They're going to try to keep that up as they go into the postseason play. It all starts here with the JV team. So that's going to be a travel on Nolan Gooding. It's going to be Macomb High basketball. As number 22, Gunnar Grothaus comes in for number 42, Jordan Crowley. It's our first sub of the game with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Lambert with the ball up top, finds Holthouse down in the paint, pump fakes, gets some Titans to jump, shoots the layup, misses barely, rebounded by Keaton Harrell, not Gunnar Grothaus. Braden Hurt with the shot from the top of the key. He misses. Lambert with the rebound, gives it over to Conley. Conley passes it up, but that's tipped by Bryce Varner. Conley drives again, jump pass over to Holthouse. Lambert with the ball down in the post, shoots it. He's going to be missed as Nolan Gooding gets the rebound, passes up to Varner. Varner almost gets it stripped from him, but nice way to keep it in his hands. Gives it over to Gunnar Grothaus in the corner, and he's going to miss also. An open shot for the Titans there again. They're not hitting right now, not falling for either team as the score is still only 6-4 Bombers. Drew Watson with the ball up top. Gives it over to Holthouse. Bombers running some type of motion offense right here. Titans are playing what seems to be a 2-3 zone of some sort or a switching man-to-man. That's going to be a drive by Holthouse. Passes it over to Conley. Conley for the three-pointer. That misses. Rebounded by the Titans. Rebounded by Nolan Gooding with the drive. Drives into the lane. Almost loses a dribble, but the nice layup by Nolan Gooding. His fourth point of the game. That makes it a tied game at 6-6 for the West Hancock Titans. Conley bringing up the ball. Gives it back to Drew Watson. Lambert with the three-pointer. Misses off the right side of the rim. It was a quick shot by the Macomb Bombers, but it's missed and it's rebounded by Nolan Gooding. Keaton Harrell with the ball, gives it over to Varner. Varner for 3 points. He misses also. Rebounded by Holthouse, gives it up to Drew Watson on the fast break over Braden Hurt, and he gets it. That's a bucket for Drew Watson, his fourth point of the game with a nice fast break layup around Braden Hurt. We got under a minute here left in the first quarter. These Titans are looking for some more points. Down to Braden Hurt's going to take the three, and that's going to miss short. Ball fumbles around back to Varner. Varner gives it down to Gooding. Gooding's going to get the basket. That's going to make it a tied game, 8-8. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. We'll see if the Bombers are going to take the last shot or take a good shot here. We got two subs on the bench right now for Titans ready to come in, and that is Ethan Schmidt and number 42, Jordan Crowley. That's going to be a three-pointer by Holthouse. Miss, rebounded by Braden Hurt with 14 seconds left. Titans going to take the last shot here of the quarter, but it's going to get stripped by Malachi Conley. Nice defense with the layup. Makes the nice, easy layup for Malachi Conley. That's going to put him up 10-8. And excuse me, I was wrong. I could not see the 1 minute timer, and there's now under a minute left in the game. Excuse me for that. And that's going to be a three-pointer by Bryce Varner. It's a nice bucket there for him. Makes the score 10-10. Bombers with the ball now with 30 seconds left in the first quarter. The drive by Holthouse gives it up top to Drew Watson. Watson with the drive. Misses the layup, gets his own rebound, fakes it out. There's going to be a foul called on number 22, Gunnar Grothaus. Bryce Varner with that last basket now has 4 points for himself on the game as Drew Watson goes to the line for the Macomb High Bombers. Sinks the first shot. It's going to be his 5th point of the game. We'll see if he can go 2 for 2 from the line as we got some subs in for the Macomb High Bombers. And but if you do know who number 42 is for the Macomb High Bombers JV team, I do not have it on my list of names. So if you could put that in the chat, that would be great. And also, please put it in the chat wherever you guys are watching from. We love to know where y'all are watching from. Say hi. Just support your team. Titans with 14 seconds left in the game, gives it over to Keaton Harrell. Back to Keaton Harrell from Varner. Scores 12-2 Bombers. That ball's going to be stolen again by Malachi Conley. 1 second left, takes the three-pointer, misses off the side of the rim. Good defense by Malachi Conley there of late in the quarter. We're going to take a real quick break here in Hamilton, Illinois, and we'll be back with you with just a sec with your presentation of TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Welcome back to this presentation of TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. We're here in Hamilton, Illinois, as the second quarter of this Macomb High Bombers versus West Hancock Titans JV matchup gets ready for their second quarter of play. Pretty even game so far with the score 12-10 Bombers. Malachi Conley had some great defense there at the end of the first quarter as he almost tries to get another steal. Misses it. Varner for the three-pointer. Good defense by Conley there. I'm pretty sure he tipped it, but I'm not going to make any assumptions. We got 7:40 left in the second quarter before a halftime. Bombers trying to extend their lead. Titans only down 2, just trying to keep it a close game here. Drew Watson with the ball, gives it over to Holthouse. They're going to be a foul called, blocking foul on Gunnar Grotehouse, his second, team's third. Holthouse going to be passing in the ball for the Bombers. Gives it up to Lambert, and that's a jump ball. And there's going to be a foul called on Ethan Schmidt, the fourth foul for the West Hancock Titans. That looked like a nice jump ball. That was fought between Ethan Schmidt and Lambert. Lambert fakes out Ethan Schmidt for the easy layup. Nice pass by Braden Holthouse, and the easy layup for Lambert there. Gets himself his first points of the game and the first points of the second quarter to make our game 14-10. Titans with the ball. Gives it down to Ethan Landis, but gets tipped. Ball back up to Bryce Varner. Tries passing it down to Landis. Ethan Schmidt, excuse me. I called him Ethan Landis earlier. Excuse me. Ethan Schmidt, but that's going to be a kick ball on the Bombers as Braden Hurt comes in the game for Gunnar Grotehouse. Hurt's going to be passing in the ball for the Titans. Only 1 minute pass so far in the second quarter. 7 minutes left to play. Hurt finds Warren, I believe. No, that's Crowley in the corner. Gives it over to Varner. Varner going to miss that short. Rebounded by Conley. Conley driving the ball. Pulls it back. With the easy open layup, misses. Excuse me, I shouldn't say easy. Floaters are hard. Malachi Conley gets the rebound again. Makes the layup. Great persistence there by Malachi Conley. Gets the bucket. Makes the score 16-10. Titans with the ball. That's going to be tipped. It's going to stay with the Titans, but great defense right there by the Bombers. Scoreboard is wrong. It is 16-10. If you see it was 18-10. That's my fault. Excuse me. 6:30 left to play in the second quarter. Keaton Harrell passing in the ball for the West Hancock Titans. Titans haven't scored yet here in the second quarter. Hoping to get one here in this possession. As they give it to Gooding up at the top of the post. Drive, spin move, misses the layup, rebounded by Lambert. Good defense and good move by Nolan Gooding to get into the lane, but he doesn't finish. As Bombers are bringing up the ball now. Pass it down to Lambert. Lambert takes a shot, blocked. Good defense there by Nolan Gooding to block that ball by Lambert. That's going to stay there with the Macomb Bombers. I want to give a quick shout out to Braxton Scott, who's doing the camera work for me in this JV game. Just quick shout out and thanks to him. As there's an open layup there for Lambert, misses too hard off the backboard. Great cut and great find but he just misses, and the Titans are going to get the ball. Hurt's going to take the open three-pointer. He's going to miss. Rebounded again by the Bombers. Titans have not been shooting that well from three. Miss all their shots they've taken. There's a shot, and there's the putback by Braden Holthouse as the Titans are going to call a timeout. We're going to take a quick 15-second break here. We'll be back with you in just a second. This presentation is brought to you by TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Welcome back to Hamilton, Illinois for today's TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH presentation of West Hancock Titan Macomb High basketball. Titans are looking for their first points still in the second quarter as Braden Hurt has the ball. Finds Porin up top. Excuse me, not Porin. Crowley gives it over back to Hurt. Looking for Cooper Knowles, finds him. Cooper Knowles passes it up top to Crowley. Crowley with the nice dribble move, drive with the layup. Nice move by Jordan Crowley for the first points for the Titans here in the second quarter. Scores 18-12 now, Bombers. Malachi Conley with the step-back three. Great shot by Malachi Conley with the step-back three-pointer. That's going to put the Bombers up 21-12. 4:52 left to play as Malachi Conley gets some good defense right there on Braden Hurt. It's going to stay with the Titans. Malachi Conley been playing great defense so far in the game. Also currently the leading scorer for Macomb High Bombers. Great game so far from him. Ball in the corner for Crowley. Crowley with the drive with the jump shot. Mid-range, missed long off the backboard. Rebounded by the Bombers. Good dribble moves by Conley to bring up the ball. Gives it over to Watson. That pass is tipped by Varner, but Holthouse gets it. Gives it back out to Drew Watson. Watson thought about the three. Gives it down to Lambert. Lambert with the nice shot. He's going to get a foul. He's going to get 2 shots at the line for Lambert. That was a great find for Lambert to take the open layup, but he gets fouled. Nice pump faked. Bumped into him. Now he's going to get 2 shots at the line. Lambert with the first free throw makes it. Bombers are currently 3 for 3 from the line. I know there's a commentator curse, but I'm going to prove that wrong right here. The Bombers are 3 for 3. All right, there is no commentator's curse. See, I told you guys. Come on. That makes the score 23-12. Titans with the ball, gives it to Nolan Gooding. A jump ball back out. Nolan Gooding wasn't looking as he threw the ball out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover on the Titans. It's going to be Macomb basketball. Holthouse passing in the ball to Drew Watson. As Bryce Varner's on the ball on defense. 4 minutes left to play in the second quarter. He gives it up to Holthouse. Holthouse dribbling up top as Drew Watson comes around to screen. He's going to drive into the game. Wraparound pass down to number 42. Excuse me, I still don't have his name. But that's another bucket for the Bombers. That's going to make it 25-12. Keaton Harrell with the ball, gives it up to Braden Hurt. Hurt dribbling up top. Titans only with 2 points in the second quarter. That basket, they're going to call a foul on the ground. We'll see who it's on. I believe that's going to be on Lambert. It's going to be on Langdon Lambert. His first foul of the game. We got 2 subs in the game. Gunnar Grothaus and number 30, Juris Porin. As Braden Hurt and Keaton Harrell come out of the game. Porin passing in the ball, gives it up top. They're going to call, I believe, 5 seconds. They're going to call 5 seconds on Porin on that pass in. That's going to end up being Macomb High basketball. As I was saying earlier, Titans only scored 2 points so far, and we're almost at the halfway point with 3:30 left to play in the second quarter. As Drew Watson brings up the ball. He scores 25-12. Bombers have the 12-point lead. Excuse me, 13-point lead. That's going to be shot by Braden Holthouse. They're going to say it was off of Holthouse, and it's going to be Titans basketball. I thought the ball was tipped, but I'm fairly long ways away, mind you. It's going to be Titans ball. Ref saw it how he called it. It's going to be tip pass by Drew Watson, or stripped Bryce Varner there on the dribble, and that's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Titans. Varner with the ball up top, guarded by Drew Watson. Watson gives it over to Crowley, excuse me. Varner with the ball up top. Over to Crowley. Crowley almost stolen by Holthouse. Crowley kept the ball, gives it over to Gunnar Grothaus. Grothaus misses the three-pointer. Bombers are going to get the ball again. Holthouse with the ball, gives it up to Drew Watson. Drew Watson on the drive with the find, down to Lambert, and one. It's going to be an and one for Langdon Lambert. That's a great find by Drew Watson. He's going to try to get the and one, old-fashioned and one play with 2:39 left in this second quarter. Goes to the line, try to make himself 3 for 3 on the game, and he does. Bombers are now 5 for 5 on layups as Malachi Conley comes in for Lambert. Bombers are 5 for 5 on free throws, Makes the score 28-12. Drew Watson ended up on the ground there. Gives it over to Varner. Varner for the three-pointer. Misses off the front. Gets his own rebound. Goes back up with the shot. Misses. Ball's fighting around. Ended up corralled by Malachi Conley. Conley with the drive. Euro step. And they're going to call it travel. He made a fancy layup right there. Kind of a hook shot. But they're not going to show it. They're not going to give it to him. They're going to call it travel on Malachi Conley. Braden Holthouse is number 11 for the Bombers. If you're looking in the chat by John Little, number 11 is Braden Holthouse. That's going to be a turnover on the Titans. It's going to be Bomber basketball with 1:51 left in the game. Second half. Drew Watson bringing up the ball. Malachi Conley having himself a good game so far. 9 points on the game. Skip pass over to Holthouse with the no-look pass down to number 20. Who I also don't have a name for, excuse me. The Titans are bringing up the ball. That's going to go off of Nolan Gooding's foot. They pass it down to Conley, and that's going to go out of bounds. Almost hits some cheerleaders with 1:16 left in the game. Langdon Lambert back in the game for number 20 on the Bombers. During this halftime break, I will find out for you guys who number 42 and number 20 are for the Bombers. Varner with the ball. That ball is going to be stolen by Lambert. Lambert with the drive. Varner on him. He's going to make the fast break layup. Lambert's going to get himself some more points, having himself a great second quarter as we have under a minute left in the first half of this JV matchup. Titans still only scored 2 points in the quarter. That's going to be a three-pointer missed by the Titans. As I was just saying, Titans only scored 2 so far in the whole quarter. Needed some points, but haven't gotten it from anybody yet. But the Macomb High Bombers have scored, I believe, 18 points so far in this quarter. They're going to call a foul, see who that's on. It's either on number 11, Braden Holthouse, or number 10, Drew Watson. I believe it is on Braden Holthouse. It's going to be his first, team's third, with 27 seconds left in this second quarter. Scores 30-12 Bombers. As Varner brings up the ball, backing down Watson. Hands it off to Gunnar Grothaus. Grothaus gives it back to the corner to Varner. Back up to Grothaus. Grohouse with the drive, gives it up to Porn. Porn gives it over to the corner to Crowley. Crowley misses the three-pointer. 3 seconds left. Drew Watson with the ball. He's going to take the last shot. Takes it. Misses right off of the backboard. Almost goes in for him. But our score is 30-12. I'll get your guys' halftime stats here in a bit. I'm going to go find out those players for you guys. And I'll give you guys halftime stats in about 6 minutes.
All right, welcome back. We're here now with Wanda Foster, the Vice President of Nursing and Clinical Administration. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
Well, what we're going to talk about today is some of the opportunities that are available at MDH for students, whether they be high school students, Spoon River College students, or Western students. MDH has a lot of opportunities to be involved and to learn, right?
We absolutely do. And we look so forward to having students here. We are a clinical site for Western Illinois University and their bachelor's program for nursing, as well as for Spoon River College nursing students and others that are doing some independent study. We welcome students, and we also encourage high school students. If you would like to learn more about nursing, we would love to meet with you. And there are opportunities at the hospital also where they can apply for jobs here, for positions. So we work closely with our nursing students, and we hope to recruit them and attract them and want to come back.
I know that publicly there's been a shortcoming or a shortage of nurses, right? And I know that every hospital and every nursing home and every clinical place period is searching for nurses. So how important is it for MDH to have these groups work with them, whether it be MDH or be Spoon River College or whatever the case may be? How important is it for MDH to then recruit those nurses to stay here and work as a profession?
It's very important. We want nursing students to feel very comfortable here, to enjoy their clinical experience and their opportunities here. And then we want them to feel very comfortable, to give them a good orientation. We hire new graduates, of course, into our acute care area as well as the intensive care unit. We hire new graduates in the emergency room, in home health and hospice, in our OB department, and our surgery department. These are all areas that new graduates can come into. We certainly give them a robust orientation. No one starts on their own until they feel completely ready. They have a mentor certainly with them, and we want to give them the best start for success that we can. And then there are many areas of specialty they can choose to go into. Nursing is a very unique field. You can work full-time, you can work part-time if you need to take time off for some reason. It's a field that you can kind of step into a little bit more than maybe some other fields in healthcare. We also have scholarships available through our auxiliary, through the hospital, and then once someone is an employee here, we do have some tuition reimbursement. So we will certainly help with that.
And going back to the scholarships and the shortages that are across the board, not necessarily at MDH, but everywhere. Right? So everywhere. This is a profession that you can make a good living at and be pretty sure to have a job, right? So
absolutely.
This is a profession that high schoolers that are playing these sporting events or high schoolers that are watching these sporting events should consider, I would imagine.
Yes, very much so. You will always be assured to have a job, a career in nursing. I hate to call it just a job because you really want someone on that career path who has that passion for caring for people, for providing nursing care. Through your education and through your orientation, we can teach you your skill set. But if you have that passion and the desire to be in the nursing profession, you will do fine.
Yeah, a career and a job, while they might be listed as the same thing, they're really not, correct? I mean, if your career is being a nurse, you're probably going to enjoy it a lot more than if it's a job, right?
That's right. And you don't go into it first and foremost for the money. You go into it because that's what you want to do with your life, and the money certainly will follow.
Yeah, and that goes for anything probably,
yes.
But the nice thing is right now, whether the money's good or bad, there's always going to be a job.
There will.
If you can get through the schooling and you can learn to love what you're doing, there's always going to be a job for you, right?
And it's not something for high school graduates exclusively. We have many people who have made changes midlife. We have people who have retired from their career in one thing and have chosen to go into nursing. So it's open for any age. and we certainly welcome that.
And you mentioned there's different areas of expertise for nurses. People think of that for doctors, but it's really that same way for nurses, right? I mean, you can be a surgical nurse and really become a great surgical nurse, or you can become a great ICU nurse, or you can do all those things.
Yes.
But if you really want to focus on something, or be at OB, which you guys have a great OB department here, if that's what you want your focus to be and you really love working with expected and new mothers and young babies, you can do that, right?
You can do that. We also have positions in our MDH physician clinic practices as well. And if you are in nursing and you can choose to specialize in a certain department, you can choose to go on and be a director or a clinical care coordinator. You can go back to school and become a nurse practitioner, become a certified registered nurse anesthetist. You can go many different directions and really as high as to whatever extent in your education you would like to pursue.
Well, Wanda, thanks for coming and talking to us. We greatly appreciate it. I know that there's probably places, specific places within MDH that they can reach out to, correct? Is there somewhere that they need to call if they're interested?
I would call
in
our human resource department and start there, and then they can help direct and guide you. They can tell you about openings that we currently have. Everything, all of our current positions are listed on our MDH website, www.mdh.org. But certainly any positions for high school students, if they would like to start somewhere within the organization or volunteer experience, reach out to Human Resources and they can help direct you.
Well, again, thank you very much, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH presentation of the West Hancock Titans versus Macomb High Bombers basketball matchup. I got some halftime stats for you here today. And we got about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left until the second half. We'll start off with the West Hancock Titans. Titans only have 12 points in the game so far, only scoring 2 points in the second quarter. With 4 points, Bryce Varner. 2 points, Jordan Crowley, who scored his 2 points in the second quarter. And Nolan Gooding with 6 points coming in the first quarter. And for the Macomb High Bombers, with 2 points is number 42, Beck. I didn't find out the first name for you guys, but I did get the last name, Beck. With 4 points is Braden Holthouse. With 6 points is Drew Watson. 9 points, Malachi Conley. And Langdon Lambert with 9 points, who had a great second half, scoring all 9 points in the second half for himself. That makes the score 30-12 Bombers. Both teams haven't really gotten into any foul trouble yet. Titans with 4 fouls, Gunnar Grotehouse with 2, has the most fouls out of any player in the game so far. And the Bombers only having 3 players with fouls so far in today's game. Both varsity teams warming up, getting ready for the air game, but we still got the second half left for the JV matchup. We'll go to a quick break before we bring you guys the second half of this game.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
I chose MDH. We moved here and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of function.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH and Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling, bringing you Macomb High Bombers sports. We're in Hamilton, Illinois, as we get ready for the second half of this Bombers versus Titans basketball game. Bombers up 30-12. Titans only scoring 2 points in the second quarter. Hopefully going to try to get hot. Down 18 right now with 16 minutes left to play in the game. Holthouse with the drive. Gets the ball back up top. That's going to be foul on number 32, Keaton Harrell. It's going to be the first foul of the second half. That's going to be team's first for the Titans. Holthouse passing in the ball. Stolen by Braden Hurt. Unerrant turnover right there. Hurt with the drive. Dribbles back out, gives it over to Varner. Hurt with the ball up top. Over to Harrell. Harrell gets the screen by Gooding. Nice pass right there from Crowley down to Gooding. Gooding makes the easy layup for the West Hancock Titans as they get the first basket of the second half. That's Gooding's 8th basket of the game. That pass was tipped by the Titans. It's going to stay with the Bombers. Titans now only down 16. As there's a nice drive by Conley with the went under Crowley's arm for the layup. That pass is going to be tipped out by the Bombers. It's going to stay with the Titans. I got a good friend standing next to me here. Big shout out to Nathan Rose. Came out to watch the Titans versus Bombers basketball game. So Braden Hurt gets the inbound pass. Hurt with the ball, gives it up to Gooding. Gooding looking for somebody at the top of the key. Gives it to Varner. Varner with the drive, kicks it out to Harrell. Harrell for three-pointer, hits it. And that's a three-pointer for the Titans. Titans starting off hot so far. Already scored more points than they did in the second half as Keaton Harrell gets his first points of the game. There's a layup by the Bombers. Rebounded by Lambert. That shot is blocked. Hurt saves it but gives it over to Lambert. Lambert takes another shot, misses hard off the backboard, gets his rebound, shoots it again, makes it. Lambert playing good offense right there, just working hard to get the ball as he gets his 11th point of the game, first player in double digits. The ball is stripped from Nolan Gooding by Malachi Conley. Holthouse with the drive. He's going to get fouled, and he's going to have 2 shots at the line. Foul, I believe, it's going to be on Braden Hurt, his second, team's second of the half. As Braden Holthouse is going to go to the line for 2 shots. 6 minutes left to play here in third quarter. He makes the first free throw. Holthouse is now 1 for 1 from the line. Gets his first points of the second half. As he gets ready to try to go 2 for 2. Makes the second one also. Bombers are shooting 100% from the free throw line so far, shooting 7 for 7. Great show from the line for them so far. Titans give it up top. Crowley with the drive, gives it back out to Harrell. Harrell fakes to the sideline, gives it back up to Crowley. Crowley over to Varner for the three-pointer, misses off the front of the rim. Rebounded by number 20, Hogue. Hogue gives it down to Holthouse. Holthouse going to be fouled on the shot. He's going to go right back to the line. See who this foul is on real quick. It's going to be on number 32, Keaton Harrell. Harrell's second of the game, team's third. Already quick in to the second half. Holthouse makes the first free throw as he pushes the score to 35-17. Getting ready for the second shot from the line. Shoots it. He makes the second shot also. Makes the Bombers 9 for 9 from the line right now. That's a pass way up top to Keaton Harrell. They're going to call a foul. It's going to be on number 33, I believe, Jeffrey Lee. His first, team's first of the half. Hurt passing in the ball for the Titans. Finds Crowley up top. Almost 5-second called. Crowley gives it over to Harrell. Harrell with the drive. Pump fakes, gives it back out to Crowley. Crowley kind of loses the ball, but Hurt gets it. And he's going to pass it straight into Braden Holthouse's hands. Holthouse stops the drive, and he gets stripped by Braden Hurt. Turnover right from Braden Hurt to Holthouse, and Holthouse gets stripped by Hurt. They're going to call a foul on number 11, Holthouse. That's going to be his second of the game, team second. Hurt passing in the ball. Hesitated at first, but finally gets it in to Varner. Varner with the drive, gives it over to Harrell. Harrell thought about the three, drives instead, misses the nice floater in the middle of the lane, rebounded by the Bombers with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left. Nice move by Malachi Conley, but misses. Gets his own rebound after the ball tipped around for a sec. Jump passes out top. Holthouse with the ball, gives it over to Conley. Conley dribbles in between two Titans players, gets his shot blocked by Gooding. Nice move and nice defense by Nolan Gooding to stop the layup. Hurt is going to pass the ball out of bounds, but they're going to say it went off of Malachi Conley, so it's going to stay with the Titans. Scores 36-17 Bombers. Bombers putting out a great showing so far in this matchup. Crowley gets the ball up top to Braden Hurt. Titans call a play, gives it back to the corner. Crowley with the ball, drives into the lane, gives it out to Harrell. Harrell pump fake the three again. Back to Crowley. That pass is going to be tipped by Lambert. Lambert passes it up top. Out to Watson. Watson back up top to Conley. Conley drives. Step back. Doesn't get it. Tried to get it out to Lee. Doesn't get it. Titans swing the ball. Great passing right there from the Titans, but Hurt doesn't take the shot. Harrell's going to have the ball up top. Gives it over to Braden Hurt. Hurt gets a screen set by Gooding. Tries to give it back to Gooding, and he does. Gooding with the drive into the layup. Finds Bryce Varner in the corner with the three-pointer. Titans hit another three. Hit 0 in the first half, but they've hit 2 here in the second half in the third quarter so far. That's going to be a three-pointer for the Bombers. Misses, rebounded by Braden Hurt. 36-20 is the score right now. Titans trying to close this gap. Braden Hurt takes the shot, misses, rebounded by Conley. Conley gives it up to Watson. Watson with the drive. Good move, blocked by Varner, it seemed like. Gets his own rebound, makes the layup. Drew Watson with the bucket. He now has 8 points on the game for himself. Great defense by Malachi Conley there to get the ball with the layup. They're going to call an and one right there on Braden Hurt. Malachi Conley's going to go to the line for the and one play. Malachi Conley having himself a great game so far with 11 points, trying to make it 12 with the old-fashioned and one play. Timeout by the Titans, going to be full. We're going to take a quick break ourselves. We'll be back in a bit with our TSSR Game Time presentation by MDH and Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling, bringing you Macomb High Sports.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Welcome back to Hamilton, Illinois for today's TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH, presentation of Macomb High basketball. Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling also bringing you some Macomb High sports. Score is 40-20 right now for the Bombers as Malachi Conley goes to the line. Malachi Conley still trying to get that and one play for the Bombers. With the shot, and he makes it. Conley now has himself 12 points on the game. Great showing so far from him as Bryce Varner brings up the ball for the Titans. Varner drives, kicks it to the corner, over to Grotehouse, misses the three. Rebounded by Gooding. Gooding's going to get the and one for the Titans. It's going to be 41-20. Titans trying to get the and one play right here themselves. Gooding having himself also a pretty good game so far. He's got himself up to 10 points, the first double digits for the West Hancock Titans. Shoots the first free throw, makes it. Nice shot by Nolan Gooding with 11 points now. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to play in the third quarter of this basketball matchup. Bombers swinging the ball. Conley with the nice drive baseline, gives it over to Holthouse. Holthouse thought about the three, drives instead. Gets blocked, could have been a foul call, but no call. Shot is blocked, rebounded by Gooding. Gooding kind of loses his dribble, drives, gives it over to, I believe, yep, that's Porin. Porin's going to get his first bucket of the game as Titans tack on 2 more points to make the score 41-25, I believe. 41-25. 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Bombers swinging around the basketball. Gives it down to Grotehouse. Grotehouse in the lane. Back up to Watson. Watson for the three-pointer. Hits it, and that's a sports corner three for Drew Watson. He extends the lead for the Bombers. Back up to 19 points. Nice backdoor pass by Braden Hurt. Gives Nolan Gooding gets the ball. He takes the layup, and that's going to get 2 more points for the Titans. Titans are scoring a lot better than they did in the second quarter here in the third. Minute 25 left in the third quarter. Conley looking around, trying to find somebody. Gives it to Watson in the corner. Watson with the nice dribble moves on Gunnar Grotehouse with the drive and the layup. Great move by Watson there. Get himself 2 more points. Extends the lead to 46-27. Braden Hurt with the ball up top. Tries to give it down to Gooding. Gooding gets the ball stolen away from him by Lambert. Lambert one arm throws it like a quarterback, trying to get it up top to Conley. Nolan Gooding just stuck out his arm, and that was a loud sound. I'm as far away from the ball as you could be, and that was loud from way back here. It's going to stay with the Bombers. Nice tip pass from Varner. Varner with the fast break layup. He gets it with 35 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Holthouse bringing up the ball slowly. We'll see if the Bombers try to take a last shot here or if they just try to get an open shot before the end of the third. Conley with the ball up top. Gives it down to Drew Watson. Drew Watson with the open layup. They're going to call an and one. We'll see who this is on. They're going to call it on Nolan Gooding. I didn't think there was a foul. However, he did slap the backboard very hard on that. But Drew Watson, nonetheless, is going to go to the line for the and one play. Bombers now up 48-29. Drew Watson goes to the line. He's got 15 points, makes the free throw. Now he's got 16, having himself a great second half so far. Got 10 seconds left to play in the third with Bryce Varner with the ball. The screen by Cooper Knowles. Gives it over to Porin. Porin up top to Gunnar Grotehouse. Grotehouse for the three-pointer buzzer beater misses. Airball to the right side of the rim. And the Titans are going to be down 49-29 as we get ready for the fourth quarter. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with you guys for the fourth quarter presentation of today's basketball game.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Welcome back to the TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH presentation of West Hancock Titans First Bombers basketball. Also, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling, bringing you Macomb High Sports as we get set for the fourth quarter of this basketball matchup. Nice drive by Varner, but he's going to miss, and that's rebounded by the Bombers. Watson with the nice pass down. Great pass by Conley. What a great find. Great pass by Drew Watson to Conley. I believe that layup was by Lambert. That was amazing to watch right there. Great pass, great teamwork from the Bombers. Braden Hurt is going to drive, misses the shot, rebounded by Conley. As Bombers bring up the ball. Holthouse in the corner, pump fakes, gets him jumping, and that's a sports corner three for the Macomb High Bombers. Bryce Varner flew by as Holthouse knocked down the three-pointer. Sports corner three-pointer for the Bombers. Titans with the ball now. Down 54-29. Trying to get their first points of the fourth quarter with 1 minute pass so far. 6:57 left to play in the game. Braden Hurt with the ball up top. Drives, takes the mid-range shot, knocks it down. Good shot by Braden Hurt right there to get his first points of the game. Conley with the ball up top, guarded by Gunnar Grothaus. Gives it over to number 42, Beck. Beck over to Holthouse. Holthouse over to Drew Watson. Drew Watson for the three, knocks it down. That's another sports corner three for the Macomb High Bombers. As Watson already having himself a great game, gets himself some 3 more points in the fourth quarter. Titans with the ball. Varner backed them down with the fadeaway, rebounded by Knowles. Knowles puts it back up, misses. Short off the front of the rim, rebounded by the Bombers. Watson bringing up the ball, gives the lob to Holthouse. They're going to call a foul on, I believe, number 22, Gavin Grothaus. There seems to be some confusion here. Or maybe they called him out of bounds, I believe. So it's going to be Titans basketball. It is going to be Titans basketball as Keaton Harrell passes in the ball with 6 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. Titans with the ball. That's going to be stolen away. Drew Watson with the drive, with the layup, makes the layup. Nice layup right there by Drew Watson. Gives himself some more points. I believe Drew Watson has 20 points so far in the game. He is actually 21. I just did the math. They're going to call a foul here on the Bombers. I did not see who it's on, but that's going to be the Bombers' third foul of the half. Not in foul trouble, not really close to foul trouble with 5:30 left to play in the half. Varner gives up the ball to Porin. Porin kicks it out. Drive by Keaton Harrell. They're going to call a shove on number 23, Matthew Gock, I believe. It's going to be his first, team's fourth. Titans passing the ball up to Gooding. Gooding backs down Lambert with the spin move. Nice layup by Gooding. Gets himself some more points. Leading scorer for the Titans so far in today's game. That makes the score 33-59. They're going to call a blocking foul on Varner. That's Varner's first of the game. I believe team fourth. Holt House going to be passing in the ball for the Bombers. Gives it into Gawk. Gawk passes it over to Watson. Watson had the open three, decides not to take it. With the overhead pass down to number 1. Well, I do not have on my list, but that's going to be a foul on the Titans. On number 24, Nolan Gooding. That's Gooding's first, team's 5th. That's number 1. If you know who number 1 is, please in the comments, let me know. I want to get his name right and give him some credit for his bucket. That's going to be his first points of the game. I do know that. As he makes the score 60-33. As he makes the second one, too. Bombers are currently 100% from the free throw line in today's game. As some subs come in, Lambert goes out of the game. As number 34 comes in, Chasen Vananek. Gooding with the ball at the top of the key. Swings it around. Pouring with the ball, gives it over to Knowles in the corner. Knowles gets stripped behind, but saved by Varner. Varner with the fake pass, goes for the layup. He gets fouled. He's going to get 2 shots at the line. It's going to be team 5th on the Macomb High Bombers, as Varner gets 2 shots at the line. Titans also shooting 100% so far from the line. As I thought that was going to roll out. I was scared for a sec, but Varner knocks it down. Titans are now only 2 for 2 from the line, though. Varner for the second free throw. Knocks it down. It's Varner's first points of the 4th quarter as he makes the score 35-61. Watson with the drive. Gives it down. They're going to call that out on the Bombers. That was number 42, Brady Scalf, that it went out on. Watson tried to find him, but pass seemed to just be too hard for him to catch. 4 minutes left to play here in the 4th. As Varner drives, kicks it out to Knowles. That's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Bomber basketball. Bombers with the ball. Holt House. 35-61. Bombers having a great game so far. A lot of players scoring, but Drew Watson is the bright part of the game so far for the Bombers. Their leading scorer with 21 points on the game. Drive by Gawk. Seems like he tripped and the ball went out of bounds. That's going to be Titan basketball. 4 minutes, 3:56 left to play. Keaton Harrell passing in the ball for the Titans. Titans have 4 subs coming into the game for them. They're on the bench right now. Pouring with the ball. Titans swinging around. Pouring with the drive. With the nice move. Nice layup by Pouring right there to get himself 2 more points. He has 4 now on the game. Makes the score 37-61. Holt House with the ball in the corner. Scalf wanted the ball up top, doesn't get it, so he cuts back. Bombers have had a lot of easy open cutting layups so far in this game as Gawk drives, takes a shot, blocked by Gooding, gets his own rebound. Nice up and under move from Matthew Gawk as he gets his first bucket of the game. Great move by Matthew Gawk right there to get himself 2 more points. Cooper Knowles in the corner. That's going to be an air ball. Bombers with the ball up to Holt House. Holt House with the layup, misses, rebounded by Cooper Knowles. Varner with the ball. 2:40 left to play in the game. Gives it over to Keaton Harrell in the corner. Takes the 3-point shot. Misses. He also air balls. But they're going to say it went off of a Bomber. So it's going to stay with the Titans. Braden Hurt, Ethan Schmidt, and Gunnar Grothaus all come in the game for Keaton Harrell, Bryce Varner, and number 24, Nolan Gooding. Gooding, the leading scorer for the Titans so far in this game, having himself a great outing, is 15 points. Now that's going to be a layup by number 34, Ethan Schmidt. Missed, rebounded by the Bombers. It's going to be a 30-second timeout from the Bombers. We're going to take a quick 15-second break here in Hamilton, Illinois.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Welcome back to today's TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH and also Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling You, bringing you Macomb High basketball sports. We got the Titans first. The Bombers score 63-37. Bombers with 2:25 left to play in this JV matchup. We got some fans rolling in now, getting ready for the varsity game. These varsity players standing over in the tunnel, getting ready. Going to call a travel on Matthew Gock. Matthew Gock. It's going to be Titan basketball. Hurt bringing up the ball for the Titans. I did this earlier in the game, but I'm going to give another quick shout-out to my man Braxton Scott doing the camera for me today on the JV game. I got Isaac Siegfried helping me out for the varsity game, but just a quick thanks to him for doing this for me. As Titans have the ball now up top. Hurt swings it over to Gunnar Grothaus. Grothaus with a nice spin move drive. They're going to call a foul. He's going to get 2 shots at the line. We'll see who this foul is on real quick for y'all. I believe that's going to be on number 40, Scalf, his first of the game. Gunnar Grothaus misses his first free throw. As he gets ready for the second one. Gunnar Grothaus, 0 points on the game so far, trying to get his first one, and he does. Gets his first points of the game at the free throw line. 1:40 left to play in the game. Matthew Gock with the ball over to Scalf. Scalf looking around. Finds 34, Chasen Vananek. A ball stolen by Braden Hurt. Hurt stops the drive, drives past Matthew Gock. Not quite, because there's going to be a foul on Matthew Gock. That's going to be his second of the game. There's going to be a 1-on-1 opportunity, so that's the 17th foul for the Bombers. Braden Hurt at the line, trying to get himself some more points. Makes the first one for the 1-on-1. Makes the score 39-63. As he gets ready for the second one, trying to go 2 for 2 from the line. Shoots it, makes the second one. Good-looking free throws there by Braden Hurt. As he pushes the score 63-40 for the Titans, trying to make it a little closer here as time runs down. 1 minute, 15 seconds. Almost stolen again by Braden Hurt. Ball rolls around. Scalf gets it, gives it up to Gock. Back to Scalf. Scalf saves it. Down to Lee. Lee tries to get it back out to number 14, Isaac House. But that ball is stolen by Knowles, I believe. Cooper Knowles pouring with the ball. Gives it up to Braden Hurt. Less than a minute left here in the second half in the game. 50 seconds now. Knowles with the ball. Gives it down to Ethan Schmidt. Spin, drives around in the lane. Misses the layup. Rebounded by Porin. Porin shoots an overhead shot and makes it. Porin gets himself some more points on the game. Up to 6 now. As he makes the score 42-63. Stolen. We're going to call that out of bounds on Porin. Good defense by Porin right there. Speaking of good defense, Malachi Conley played a great game, I got to say, defensively for Malachi Conley. His hands were all over the place as the Titans just steal the ball real quick. That foul is going to be called. Gunnar Grothaus at the line for 2. Excuse the head in your guys' way. But as I was saying right before, there we go. I'm sorry about that, guys. As I was saying before, Malachi Conley at the line. Gunnar Grothaus at the line, makes the first one. Malachi Conley was playing great defense earlier today. His hands were everywhere, getting the ball, stealing it, having himself a great game. As Gunnar Grohaus nails the second one, he's gone 3 for 4 from the line with 3 points on the game. 20 seconds left to play. Bombers with the ball. That shot is taken by House for the three-pointer. Isaac House for the 3-point sports corner 3 for the Bombers. That pushes the score 66-44. As there's a three-pointer by the Titans, rebounded by the Bombers. House is going to take the layup, and he misses the layup. No. And they count that buzzer beater for Isaac House as he makes the score 68-44 for the Bombers. Bombers win this JV matchup. If you guys are wanting to watch the varsity matchup, we'll be taking this stream down and bringing that one up real quick. Thank you for watching today's TSSR presentation. In a bit, I'll give you your guys' final JV stats, so stick around, and I'll get those for you guys.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
I chose MDH. We moved here and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH and Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling, bringing you Macomb High Sports. I got the end of the game stats for this JV matchup, and we'll start with the West Hancock Titans scoring 44 points on the game. With 2 points, Jordan Crowley coming in the second quarter. Gunnar Grothaus had 3 points, shooting 3 for 4 from the line in the fourth quarter. 4 points is Braden Hurt, all coming in the fourth. 6 points, Juris Porin. With 11 points was Bryce Varner. And the leading scorer for the West Hancock Titans was Nolan Gooding with 15 points, having himself a good game. For the Macomb High Bombers, with 2 points, was number 1. Now, excuse me, please. If you do know who number 1 is, I'm sorry. We did not get the name off the list. But number 1 had 2 points for himself. Matthew Gock also had 2 points. With 5 was Isaac House. He had that buzzer beater layup there at the end of the game. With 13 points was Langdon Lambert. With 12 points was Malachi Conley. Conley playing great defense in the game. With 11 points, Braden Holthouse. And with the leading scorer for the game for the Macomb High Bombers, with 21 points, Drew Watson. Drew Watson had himself a great second half. Bombers went 100% from the line in the game. Titans only missed 1 free throw. And they went 8 for 9. Also pretty good shooting from the line. Both teams shot well. But the Bombers get the victory, played great defense, and made the majority of the shots. Titans missed a lot of shots there in the first half of the game. And they end up losing 68-44. Thank you all for joining us for this TSSR Game Time Live presentation brought to you by MDH and Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling, bringing you Macomb High Sports. We're going to shut this stream down, and we're going to get ready for this varsity matchup between the West Hancock